but it won't let me share that. Make sure that this is muted. Hell yeah. Yeah, dude,
Yep.
this is the takeover.
Hey, what's your guys' feeling lucky on Twitter? I need to resend
At
that.
Feelin Lucky Pod, feeling without the G, Lucky POD.
Hold on just a second. At feeling lucky pod.
Feelin Lucky Pod, yeah.
All right,
Feeling without the G, Lucky POD.
all right, there it goes. All right, let's get this countdown rolling.
Fuck yeah, you're talking to him.
Someone that's white.
No, but somebody that's like as good as him.
First of all, there is nobody as good as him. Let's not get disrespectful before we even start recording.
Wait until we're live.
At the bottom. Boy, you really not know my full
Welcome to Hops News, the trusted source in beer culture news. Here's your host, Jay Brew.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
I think
That
everybody
is
can hear
not
Eminem.
good.
I think everybody could hear Eminem talk. Hey! I hope you didn't hear the Eminem. Well, I hope you do, because it is the Feelin Lucky show. So
Oh,
if
yeah,
if anybody knows the next Eminem, let us know. But here we are, another great episode lined up, and I know there are probably some audio issues that I will try to take care of. I think you can hear me. Yes, I think you can hear me, and everything is going well. But we'll try to get it sorted out. So appreciate you joining us. Got a great episode lined up tonight. It's going to be a good one with the Feelin Lucky crew. It's not too often we get.
Who he is.
Not too often that we get lucky on the episode, but we have the whole crew on there tonight, and that's a whole nother conversation because the whole crew right now is two people.
Oh, here we go.
Well, we can.
You're a real shame. What?
I said we can get started in that now. I mean, I'm not.
Oh my goodness! Stop it.
Just tease around the edges a little bit and see what happens.
That's it.
Just tickle the old feathers.
Tickle the old taint, right?
Well, funny thing about my feathers.
So if anybody did catch the M&M conversation at the beginning, we're looking for the next M&M. Hey, like let's get him to write us a rap for our intro.
The nice part is we're the only ones looking for them.
Yeah, I mean that it's
No.
not too hard.
Yeah. We don't have any competition to find the next M&M.
Not at all.
And we'll definitely pay. We'll pay. Let's just put it that way.
Well paid, something, huh?
Let's not talk comparisons,
Hey, like I said, a 20 is a 20.
20's a 20. I come from.
20.
Why?
And where other people
And
come. Never mind.
I really don't want to comment. I mean, I've been settling for 5.
Hey,
Yeah, I didn't know Jay was out here getting 20s. My gosh.
Yeah, 20s. Good Lord. Rub it in our faces a little more, why don't you? Fucking Hammerstone.
Yeah, they rub it in my face for 5. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you probably reach it from there. Goodness gracious.
Marty would do
Starring Ice Cube this summer in a theater near you, Anaconda 2, the J. Brew edition.
Marty,
Fucking which is attached to which at this point? My goodness.
It's got a mind of its own.
Goodness. Yeah.
Marty
Could I get a separate apartment for that bitch?
Marty would do it for a front end on a Mustang.
Well, fuck, I do it for the back end on a Corolla. You're probably in it too, if we're being honest.
Oh, Jay, this is what you asked for.
Yeah.
This is what you asked for.
This is completely off the rails, and we're only 7 minutes in. Completely off the rails.
Ironically enough, I would never rule the rails out either.
Let's go check in. Let's go check in with.
Toss
Lucky.
out a caboose.
Oh, Jay, how's it going? It feels good to be on here with Big Daddy, my main man, my main squeeze. His first time ever being live in Boise, coming in hot.
Man, that dude's
It's really the only way to do it.
Yeah, man. I'm doing good up here though. It's I'm a little bit behind in the advent calendar, so I'm drinking a Punderstruck.
Was that yesterday's?
No, I think it was actually 2 days ago. I drank yesterday's. Yes. Or
Oh,
no. maybe it was
yes. Yesterday's was the Razzie one.
Yeah. I think you're right.
So good.
Jay didn't like the Razzie one. Get Razzie with it.
Jay, just because you have discriminating taste doesn't mean you have to rub it in our faces like that all the time.
What are you gonna do?
that one was just a little bit soft warming. I will tell you that I think it has a place.
Saying you prefer them to be hard?
Yes, very.
I mean, spoken like a true snake charmer.
Lucky, it's good to have you back.
Yeah, man.
How's the weather up there in Milwaukee? You guys received any snow yet?
Getting terrible. It snowed all day today, Jay, and it snowed until it got too cold to snow. It's about, I think I woke up, it was 10 degrees. It's gotten up to balming, like sweaty 15 and a half, and it's been
heat wave.
sitting around there all day.
Yeah.
But it's terrible. I hate the cold. I hate it here. I don't know why I'm here. Cam's making an appearance behind me, just licking himself. But yeah, I hate it here. I don't know why I stay here in the winter. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Only 6 more months of it, though, right?
Cam is just
Silver
doing
linings.
what we all wish we could be doing right now.
Yeah, well, that's why I keep my hands below the screen, so you guys can't see it. That's how I keep myself going through these.
Yeah, I'll be honest.
Somebody has to.
I feel like I'm a little bit spoiled, like Lauren, right? Like I'm at the.
Sounds like you're very spoiled.
I'm kind of on. I'm on the coast near the water, and I don't have those harsh winters like you guys are having right now anymore.
Well, let's
it's
not
terrible.
use you guys too liberally.
It's really just he's talking about me and Cameron.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I forgot. It's equal contributors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's rough out here. It's hard up in these streets. That's why trying to find the next Eminem for our intro song, I guess. I don't know.
Big picture.
Big picture. We're looking big picture. Yeah, I don't know how much longer I'll be up here though, so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We've got to go big next time. We can't go small, that's for sure.
Never have.
So
Never
you're
will.
getting you're getting ready to go make money on a vacation, from what I understand, right?
Oh, yeah, I am. Next week, I will be in the lovely city of San Francisco, where I hear pretty much everything is free. I just walk in, grab something, and walk out. So I'm gonna be coming back with like a flat screen, a new gaming system, just all that good stuff. And as long as it's under $1,000, I'm fine. That's
So
just
you're
what
going to
I
be
got today.
you could be one of the first ones to go on vacation to California and make money.
I mean, like pretty much anybody can right now. It's pretty easy just to go out there and not to. I don't want to call them looters because that's like not great, but it's it's just walk in and grab stuff. The videos coming out of that place are wild. It looks like a war zone or something. And it's just a free for all. So yeah, I'm excited to go out there. Hopefully
Not
come
a
back with
sponsor.
some new stuff. I'll try to maybe get some updated audio equipment for Big Daddy and all that. And yeah,
I was going to ask for it. That's why I like you so much. I don't even have to.
we're on the same wavelength. We always are. So
Yep.
So what'll be interesting, what I want to know is, through your adventures, report on the best meal that you walk out on.
the best meal that I walk out on in California.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I mean, it'll be all
and
of
what
them.
her
I'm
name
going
is.
Stop. Oh my God. This is why he gets paid the big bucks, folks. Big Daddy's in the building.
Probably should have just made sure it was okay with Jay that we just pretty much did this podcast style.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're not keeping a PG on this bad boy.
No.
No,
Yeah,
that
no,
was
I hear the food is like amazing down there, but yeah, it'll be awesome to just not pay for it.
Yeah, that'll be like the cool thing to do. It's like, where can we go and not pay for a meal tonight?
And like, what are they gonna do? I'm pretty sure it's a misdemeanor, but they don't have cops out there or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, listen,
Misdemeanor.
we've got to hook up. We get you access to all the Hops News account for the first night that you're going to walk out on a tab
Perfect.
and be like, man,
I'll,
here it is. I'm getting ready
Here
to
it
walk
is.
up out of here. That's what the
Just
check
a-
is.
Big fat steak or something like that,
Yeah.
bigger than my fucking head.
Yeah. It's like, watch out. I'm going to get high fives while I'm on the way out the door.
I can't wait, and I'll do it. Oh, I was gonna say something really right there. I stopped myself. I was gonna say something really bad. Shout out me. That was gonna be, whew. That would have been live on the internet forever for everyone to see. Good thing I didn't.
That's something I should probably think about a little bit more as I talk.
Yeah, there's no editing this, Marty. You're good to go. This will live
Yeah.
forever in infamy.
Yeah, we edit a ton on our podcast, Jay. If you didn't know what we do, just so much editing.
The grueling seconds.
Yeah. I've listened. It's like, we'll go back and take that out. Well, how am I still listening to it?
You don't want to give the listeners a little behind the curtain view.
Yeah.
There's an all-time one in the episode that dropped today or yesterday. An all-time. We had for our first ever phone call on call-in guest on Feelin Lucky, and she basically ruined my life. I'm glad you didn't listen to it before we did this live, Jay. I don't have to get shit from you.
I'm not.
Gotta tease it for the people.
Yeah, I will definitely have. So I don't have the 45-minute drive to work anymore, where I can catch your guys.
That's good because you need about 6 of them.
Yeah, well, literally, no shit. I'd be able to drive to work, from work, and then back to work again, and happen to listen to a little bit in the office. So
We're just gonna see how long we can go before we get yelled at by you.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
setting over at like 5.5 hours.
so
you guys are up to about 3:45 right now, so you're getting pretty close.
somebody messaged me today and said they went to work late this morning, but started listening to the podcast on the way to work. Kept listening to it once they got to work, and once the podcast was done, it was lunchtime. I didn't know whether to be proud or ashamed.
Yeah,
that's not great.
Speaking of Big Daddy, let's go check in with Big Daddy down in Greenville,
boy.
South
Speaking of-
Carolina.
Speaking of faces only mothers could love.
People can finally put a face to the name on
That's
this show. So
problematic for me for sure.
that definitely is. And you obviously have a lot of splaining to do after the past couple of episodes.
Boy, I don't even know where to start.
Neither do we.
Once I figure out how to explain things to myself, I'll be sure to let you know.
No, either do we, but I will tell you, if you haven't listened to last week's show or the week before, we talked a little bit about your mishap, and definitely the Hops News family's heart goes out to you, because not an easy situation down there in Greenville, Big Daddy.
No, it's it turns out if you want your heart broken, just go south and then go north. Boy, yeah.
That's all you got to do.
Yeah, many tears have been shed. Many tears have been shed. But everybody keeps telling me it's just money, you make more of it, and so I will attempt to, make more money.
That's all you got to do, man.
Yeah, that's what gets us out of bed in the morning, right? It's not that we enjoy waking up.
No. Well, I assumed you got out of bed because that fucking trouser snake falls over the side and pulls you out. But I mean, that's just gravity and physics at work. That's nothing complicated. You don't need an engineer to tell you that.
That's only in days that end in Y.
Yeah, and mattresses that are off the ground.
That's a problem right now. So as you know, this is not where you guys are used to seeing me at. I'm in.
No.
And by the way, I'm not in Blowing Rock, North Carolina. I should have changed that one too.
It is my favorite rock, though.
Yep, it's everybody's favorite rock.
Right.
I'm still here in Virginia Beach, and this past weekend I finally got a mattress, but it's still on the ground. So
man.
But people don't talk enough about how much better a mattress on the ground is than the ground.
Yeah, or an air mattress. So for the past 3 weeks that I've been here, I've been on an air mattress, which by yourself, not a big deal, right?
No.
A little bit chilly, especially when you're on the ground in the wintertime.
Yeah.
Right.
But when the wife and the dog show up,
not much dogging going on with the wife, am I right?
But the dog, on the other hand,
we've kind of alluded to it there as the dog crawls in the background.
My dude.
We kind of alluded to it last week, or the last time we were on Lucky. It's kind of like a waterbed, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's just
kinda
too
like-
much motion.
Yeah, it's kind of like the pool. It's like I would much rather be on a concrete floor than on an air mattress or a water bed.
We talked about Big Daddy last week. We talked about so I used to try, and have you ever heard of a love sack, like those big huge kind of like beanbag type things? Here you get the facial expressions from Big Daddy, which is half the podcast.
Yeah, it's a perfect format for it.
Yeah.
I think I have heard of those.
Yeah, it's just basically a huge thing. And like we talked about how awful it is to try and do the deed on it. I imagine I've tried on an air mattress before, and it's just not the juice is not worth the squeeze.
Yeah,
You can't
it's
really
like
squeeze the juice out if it's just impossible.
It depends on how thirsty you are and how.
it's like trying to dig a hole in the pond. Like you just keep digging.
Yeah, right. You just keep digging, and it just
keep sliding away, and
yeah, you need some.
So,
you
yeah.
need some cleats on.
Yeah,
for some
that's the
traction.
worst.
yeah. It's like, did we do this against the wall?
Or with the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's been an adventure. So I finally got a mattress that's on, I guess what they call, the last mattress I bought, you had to buy a box spring. Like it came fully shipped, like the whole fucking big box spring. Now they come in boxes that are, you got to assemble it and all that bullshit. So it's been an adventure, man. I would tell you, moving at my age, where we were at as a family, is not a pleasant experience. So, but we're here. Virginia Beach is. I think the girls love it. I think they like it. I think that it's. We haven't seen it during the summertime yet, so I think they're pretty excited to see it during the summertime. But,
what's the weather like in Virginia Beach right now? I've never been out that way.
Yeah, today's been really cold. Obviously, if you're getting, I say really cold. It is 44 degrees.
I would literally
Frigid.
give up a kidney for 44 degrees right now.
So it's 44 degrees here in Blowing Rock. It's 34. On Monday here it was 70 degrees and perfect. So it's, it gets a little bit cold here, but it's not too bad, man. I don't think we get too much snow here, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it'll be nice.
I don't think we get like any here.
No.
I'll let you know.
You'll get a flake or two, and they'll shut down the entire town. But that's
Perfect.
about it.
You'll confuse it for dandruff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Honestly.
So I
was going to say that explains a lot because I've been staying in hotels a lot, and just things get dicey. And the other morning I walked out and wasn't fully awake. I just kind of shook myself like a big old grizzly bear, and I hadn't showered in a couple of days. Things have been crazy. I understand hygiene's important, and I would never argue against that. But fact of the matter is, had a little dandruff occurring, and I kid you not, 3-car pileup right in front of my hotel.
Who knew?
Just because they thought it was snow.
So I've got to tell you guys. You guys might not appreciate this like I do, but this past weekend down here, where we have an apartment, is right like on one of the bays here, like the Tidewater area, and my daughter and I took the dog down. We had to take him for a walk. We took him down to a fishing pier here. And no shit, we were literally on the fishing pier for like 5 or 10 minutes. You're looking around in the water. What's the creatures you're kind of seeing in the water and that sort of thing. And I caught a glimpse of like a fucking Tyrannosaurus Rex flying, like huge wingspan out of the corner of my eye, and that's what caught my attention. And I looked up and I'm like, Lakeland, that's a big fucking bird. And pointed it out to her in the sky, and I couldn't, it was nothing that I had seen before. And it landed in a dead tree, and I started looking at it, and come to find out, it was a bald eagle. And I know that you guys, especially living up in Wisconsin, probably aren't going to appreciate this like I do, but when I was Lakeland's age, like 10 years old, you learned about bald eagles in history class, because they were extinct. I mean, there was no more bald eagles that were happening anywhere. So it was kind of cool in that the picture you'll see, there was actually two of them. So the one on the left is the one that was flying and
Yeah.
landed. And dude, I will tell you, I don't expect you guys to appreciate this like I do, especially where you call home.
Yeah,
But that moment was a once in a lifetime opportunity. I've never experienced a bald eagle that's landed like that in a tree, let alone two of them. So it's pretty cool. I just made a post today that was like, if you take all the bullshit that's going on in the world today, right? Like all of the shit, all of the noise and everything else that you hear. When I was my daughter's age, like that bird was gone forever. Like that's the national bird. It's gone forever. You'll never see it. And now that it's to the point where it's like, man, this is a common occurrence, is kind of a bright spot. Like that's probably literally one of the high points of my life, seeing something like that. But I know for you guys up in the area of Wisconsin that you guys live in, that's probably pretty common in your lifetime. So
I was gonna ask Big Daddy, how many do you think you've seen?
I don't know how to count that high.
We got crazy,
no, not that many,
crazy birds up here. We got I've seen. I do. They leave imprints because it's always when I'm up north. It's never. I mean, we don't get them in fucking Milwaukee, but like when I'm up north or something, I do see them pretty frequently. Like Door County, I feel like every time I go to Door County, I see one.
Yeah, there's a few up where I'm from.
We see lots of huge, like you talk about the big wingspans, like falcons, like huge ass falcons that have like just crazy. Yeah, no, I don't know. Big Daddy, I'm sure you see him like daily.
You probably have them down there in South Carolina now too. So when I was in North Carolina, we would see them. Like you could see them like the most you would see is one, and it would be flying and around the mountains and the hills and all of that stuff. You can probably see them. You'll probably still see them down there in the foothills where you're at. But it's to see how much they've progressed since when I was my daughter's age is crazy, man. I mean,
it is encouraging to see that they've come back like they have, because I know that they used to be a lot more endangered, and I think maybe, I don't know if they technically still are or not, but I know that the population's expanded a lot in the last 10 or 20 years or whatever.
Yeah, I would say that if we went back to where I was at my daughter's age, like they were so close to extinction that it wasn't funny. Like that was, and it wasn't one of those things where like it was possible, but it was like intimate. Like this is it. The birds that you see in captivity are the last bald eagles that you're ever going to witness type situation. And a lot of it is, and you guys, I don't know if you heard about this stuff in school, but a lot of it was like the pesticides we were using.
Yeah.
The stuff that we were using to make sure we could, the stuff that we were using to make sure we could eat were harming their eggs and that sort of thing. But man, it's kind of cool, especially being a beer drinker and just a guy that enjoys what we are as Americans, to see shit like that, especially in today's time where it's all negative and doom and gloom and, $3, $4 a gallon gas. Lucky you're going to go out to California, it might be $5 a gallon out there by the time you get out there.
I can't wait. I've been saving months just to go there, fill up a tank.
Well, first of all, we all know that's not true.
No, boy, it's not. It's so far from the truth. When I say saving, I've been meaning like trying to pay off my credit card bill. Basically.
Trying to get back to you.
Make sure I've got the full like 15 grand in there that I can just
see aforementioned comment about digging holes in ponds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe someday. It's all right. No, yeah, that's super cool. I'm trying to think.
Speaking
the last
of saving
one I
money,
saw.
Speaking of saving money, when you guys are going to save money and come down again?
Bro.
First of all, I have to come up.
That's true. That's true.
But probably once I have a car, I can drive.
Well, Big Daddy, let us pick out your car next time, and it'll last a little bit longer.
First of all, I feel very targeted.
You should. You should. Because I think, and I said this last week, if you go back and listen to the episode, I think I specifically said Big Daddy texted our group like the day he was going to get it. And my comment was, I'm going to reserve the dad hat and not say I told you so.
Yeah, see, this is the problem, though, is one of us put that energy out into the world where it didn't really exist.
And then one of us crashed a car. It's tough.
God forbid we just say congratulations and support, you know? God forbid.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I was looking forward to riding in that car at some point because I knew it was a pretty sweet ride.
So was I, Jay. Believe me. I'm almost more hurt by this than Big Daddy is. I'm sure.
Let's pump the brakes that I definitely should have pumped earlier.
Hey, Lucky, I bet you that motherfucker will make a right-hand turn faster than you can blink your eye.
Oh, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. It'll also go into a telephone pole faster than I can.
Like if you're sitting at the intersection where the Chili's is at and you're going to turn right into your hotel room.
You prefer Applebee's, but keep going.
Let's just get them all out. Let's just get them all out right now.
We literally just brought Big Daddy on to just make him.
Let's get him out. This is good. This is good. I'll watch this out in therapy for years, probably. This is great.
Hey, the best part about this is we have no idea where it happened, but I guarantee you that's in the ballpark. Like, that's fucking probably hitting closer to home than Big Daddy wants to admit.
Well, speaking of ballpark at home, you might be closer than you realize, but yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Not a home run.
Big Dad. Not a home run at all.
But I did have to run home.
Run home.
After the cops let you go?
Yeah, no, they didn't really say anything to me, but let's
stop crying. Get
run it all out
of the road.
Pretty much.
Big Daddy's like, let's just get it all out now, so we don't have to repeat the night.
Yeah, let's get to the part where we actually start condoling Big Daddy. That part. That's a part I'm looking forward to so much.
Hey, did you create the GoFundMe?
No. It was suggested to me. I don't know.
He'd be more hurt by the amount of money we could raise on the podcast then.
Yeah.
Actually.
I can't stand that much discouragement in 2 days.
You like $7.
Yeah.
Generous $7.
Probably cost me more to open the GoFundMe.
Yeah, right. After taxes, it's
be the first guy who ever lost money on a GoFundMe. It'd be about par for the course, honestly.
Yeah, what are you gonna do, man?
Yeah, I'd expect. Yeah. No, I don't know. It feels like one of those things. Like, I don't know. Like something like GoFundMe should be reserved for. I don't know. Like where Make-A-Wish stops is where GoFundMe's supposed to start. And I'm not cross-eyed enough for either. So.
Man.
I'm 100% confident we could paint that picture for you.
I'm all about painting. And $20 is $20. So, what kind of lineup am I looking at?
We'll be getting the face paint.
Well,
we ain't even talked about beer yet. Lucky, what are you drinking tonight?
I just switched over. I'm drinking. What do you think I'm drinking, Jay? I'm a company man. Day 8. This is day 8, right? Today's the 8th. The Vanilla Wafer Porter. This is, no joke, one of my favorite beers probably ever. I love the Mobcraft Vanilla Wafer Porter. 7%, and it is just, it's seasonal. But I think the first time I had it was probably 3 years ago, right when I like started getting into craft beer, and there are not many porters on the planet that I like more than this one. I don't know. I love it. But yeah, I had that. Then I also had the Punderstruck, which is just top 5 names of beers that I've ever heard. And the can art on it's awesome. But yeah.
So are you like even advent calendaring, or are you just drinking as you have time?
I've been drinking, well, like the times when I drink way
So
too
I'm just
much.
going to put it out there. I don't think your heart's in it.
No, it's in it, Chase. It's in it because
the amount of time it took him to answer.
Like that Punderstruck
that?
was gone like a long, like I feel like days ago.
Yeah, I think it was day 6 or day 5. I don't remember.
I think that was day 5.
Either way, I am kind of ashamed. I am trying to save them for these occasions, and like when we recorded, I think I drank 3 of them when we recorded.
Yep, same.
So I'm kind of trying to save them for when I do Hops News stuff. I don't know. We'll see. It's also because I'm leaving in a couple days. I'm not gonna no matter what, I'm not gonna be able to get to. I mean, I could get to all of them, but then I would kind of ruin the advent calendar anyway. I'd have to get to all of them before the 16th of December. So we'll see. Maybe the next.
So you're gonna be in California for Christmas?
No, I'm coming back. I'm coming back. I think I'm coming back the 23rd or the 24th. I'll be gone for just a week. I'm leaving next Thursday, and I get back the Thursday after that. So I think that's the 23rd or the 24th.
I like it.
Thursday's the 23rd.
I'm excited. Thursday's the 20th. Yeah. So then I'm coming back.
I do think before next year you got to reevaluate your life.
Before the
nothing
next
major
calendar comes out. Yeah, gotta get more committed to the booze game. No, Jay, my life has been 2021 has been just a year of reevaluating. I promise you.
Speaking of reevaluating, is this a right space to talk about our idea for January?
No, it's not happening in January, Big Daddy.
What's January?
So one member of the Feelin Lucky pod is trying to convince the other members that we should do like a sober October, a dry January, where we do no drinking for one calendar month and then come up with like some challenges to do instead, and then talk about it for content. For the content.
For the content, not because my liver needs it.
Well,
first of
all. So my first response is fire that fucking guy.
Well, we kind of did. He reached out recently, but anyways.
Like,
oh my god!
Wait a minute. Does he know what Hops News podcast is about? Like,
yeah, we will support it. We drink a lot of it coming up to that month, and then we celebrate the month concluding by drinking even more. So it's kind of just it's a net average.
I suggested that we do it in February, not because it's Black History Month, but because it's the shortest month of the year. I know people are going to say Black History Month. I
don't know what jokes I should and shouldn't make here, so I'll keep some of them to myself.
I'm saying that it's not. People are going to say that it's because it's Black. I'm not saying that.
See, and that's what other people would say.
Right. That's why I'm making the. It's not because of that.
Not us.
No.
In no way would we say that.
Month of the year.
Well, right, 100%, and right. A little irony there too. But let's not get hung up on that either.
Big Daddy, what are you drinking?
I was gonna say so many bad things there.
I cut off Oh boy, more jokes there. I am drinking. Let me get this sized in right. Everything's a little backward. It's like a mirror.
Is that a longboard? Tell me that's not a longboard.
It is a longboard. It was in my fridge, and I'm waiting for my Advent beers to get cold, so I pulled this out. You know, for somebody who was just about to write off people who were considering not having beer for more than 14 hours, awfully discriminatory when a guy tries to enjoy a cold, sweet, delicious beverage.
This is Jay, man. He's got a. You should have. I should have told you to get Fat Tire just because you were coming on this.
Oh,
Jay would have had a fit.
Is it any different?
Well,
depends on who you ask.
Better than the spare tire.
I started out with. I started out with what Lucky's drinking,
the wafer.
That looks awesome.
Mas Macho.
Fucking delicious. But not what I needed
bigger.
as my fourth beer into the episode.
Ooh.
Well, the line between want and need is so razor thin sometimes.
Euphonia? Is that Euphonia? Yep. Is that what that says?
Euphonia Pilsner. That's the fifth one. I will tell you guys, I'm not partial or anything.
Day.
Yeah, I'm not partial, but what fucking New Realm is doing is ridiculous.
Yeah. Not partial.
Right.
You have not
a sponsor either.
No
vested interest in New Realm. There's absolutely that will not hold up in a court of law.
You see where Big Daddy's location is at?
I do.
That's the next spot, Big Daddy.
Jay, if you need a guy,
we need a guy.
Take it over.
We need a lot of guys.
Yeah, you need
another guy. If you need another guy.
If you need a different, less good quality guy,
you hit up Big Daddy.
Look, $20 is $20.
Yes, it is. It is. So I
5
heard
is more than enough.
I heard today,
which means 4 will get you 20. Hello.
That about 9 to 10 months we'll start posting jobs in Greenville. So keep an eye out. The beer business is not a bad business to work for. And Greenville, South Carolina is
not a bad place to be.
Yes, is a pretty cool spot to live, especially in the beer business.
Boy, it's almost
just
like
saying. Not saying, but just saying.
I'm just saying.
I'll have my people reach out.
Yeah. Let your agent
Get people
know.
to reach out to your people.
Yeah. I can't just hire myself out to anyone, you know. I gotta if I can get 20, maybe I can get 25, you know.
So I will tell you,
Speaking of
Lucky, just so you know, there's a senior manager brewery controller position for Anheuser-Busch in Williamsburg, Virginia that just opened up on LinkedIn.
26-year-old controller. That's probably reasonable.
It didn't take me that long to get that.
I will
controller.
tell you,
I barely know her. Am I right?
There it is. Those never get old.
They never do.
It was like college students.
I will tell you right now, there's worse situations.
You say college, I say middle school.
Oh, wow. And Michael Jackson says,
Jay Brew is just regretting every decision he's ever made.
thinking back to every episode he's listened to, going, "Oops,
whoops." This is. I'm not gonna blame you, but this is why we're not live. Why nobody else associates with us? It's just Sarge mugs.
A little on the nose.
Yeah, you guys aren't. I mean, technically, really any worse than the rest of them.
I don't. Like, I've been compared to worse. I don't even know who them are, but
who's?
I'm prepared to be worse or better, depending on
they, thems. Is it one they or
How many of these are we talking about?
It's all relative. It's all relative.
I'm definitely better than some of them. I can tell you that much.
Relatives. We're talking about relatives now. Ooh, whoosh. It's just because Big Daddy's in the South now. He's got. Never mind.
Big Daddy's in
relatives, or boy, yeah, I don't know where we're going. Yeah,
you can't talk bad about Greenville, South Carolina until you've been there.
Oh, I was there for.
Yeah.
I was there for like.
True.
Enough time to sleep. It's there for enough time to sleep.
Barely.
That's right.
When? Jay, it wasn't that long ago.
You were in the city limits for maybe an hour, and then we left.
Like you was there.
You guys got a hell of an airport. You guys got it. Yeah. You guys got a hell of an airport. I saw that airport up and down.
That's about it.
Yeah.
That's about it. The rest was Boone, North Carolina, baby.
Man.
Not a bad way to do it.
Not a bad way to do it. Jay, you wanted us to bring on a I'm just looking at the time. You wanted a argument?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
You still want to do that?
So this is kind of
argument?
Yeah, kind of give everybody, the one person that is watching, that's probably one of us.
Yeah, it's me.
Close out your browser so it shows 0 people watching.
Yep, absolutely.
Wait, you guys have video up?
yeah. Kind of give an overview to the 1 or 2 people that are watching and the 3 that will listen. Kind of what your episodes are like. And then we'll go.
You got those kind of numbers on here.
Yeah, we can see.
If I'd known that, I would have prepared a little bit. I thought this was just going to be like a recording an episode. This is just the aliens are going to find this someday.
Oh yeah. So arguments. Big Daddy and I have the Feelin Lucky podcast. That is,
we do.
I mean, it'll be on this Hops News network.
And I think you guys are going to bring a guest on pretty soon, right?
Are we?
I think
maybe
you guys said something about a JJ's coming on as a guest.
Wow, I don't remember all of those words in that order.
Anyway, we have this segment that we love called Barguments.
Boy, if it's not fucking Mustangs into telephone poles, it's nothing J. Brew loves more than a collision.
A collision, a catastrophe.
Jay's not happy until something's broken, bruised, or abandoned.
So wait a minute. Did he finally get divorced, or what's that situation?
No, he came running back to me like, that's just kidding. I don't know. No.
The nice thing is, if you keep him talking about it, he'll start to let a little comment slip, and they'll be like, I should. You're like, yeah, you're right, you totally shouldn't. And then you just be like, what?
But no, yeah.
But like,
me a little bit, and then it's just like a little slips out every now and then. You can't.
So I'm going to make a recommendation. Like January needs to be like blackout month.
This feels like it's flying in the face of some things that we just talked about.
You should just do where one of us is sober and one of us blacks out every episode.
Yeah,
just to see how great that goes.
It'll be the best month of Tuesdays we've ever had.
Tuesday. We record on Mondays, Big Daddy.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Same thing.
There you go.
That was good. Little
there
slow.
You go.
So
anyway, we have this segment.
We haven't even started Black on Mondays yet.
We have this segment called
We're going to have to get to both sides of this, whatever it is, in the Feelin Lucky crew on an episode and kind of play Dr. Phil. Like
that ought to be rich.
That'll be great.
Like here's one side of the argument, here's the other side. Like
honestly though,
here's a pregnancy.
Honestly though, what could possibly go wrong?
You're not the father. I hope that's. I hope that's
all.
We
covered that on a previous episode.
Like who's the father of the roommate? Is the roommate the father?
Yeah,
Is
she's the
boyfriend
daddy. She's the daddy
Oh.
that we all have to. Never mind. I'm not gonna.
God, that's going to be
Okay.
rich. The worst part about it is when Big Daddy comes out as the father. It's like, what?
Worst or the best, depending on. I mean,
Well-
if you ask Big Daddy, I think he would take a child or two to get over.
That
all
would
the issues.
feel like insult to injury doesn't even begin to describe what that would do to my psyche right now.
Be
So
just
personally, I kind of like JJ. I think he's a good dude, but I don't know what.
Let's just get into it. I guess that's fine.
Yeah, here we go. We had all that snake.
Right now?
Had all that snake talk earlier. Turns out he's just a bulldog.
I don't know what the rub is with JJ other than he wants a sober January, which doesn't make sense.
Well, some of that might have been fabricated.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Like the part where it was JJ's idea.
There might be one of the co-hosts on here that's been pushing for a sober January. Somebody on here, I don't know. Yeah,
It's hard to
really all
say.
just
Yeah, it's a very small-minded idea.
All right,
what are you gonna do? Bargument. Let's get into a bargument. Jay, since you are the guest, so bargument is a segment that we do where we just argue the dumbest stuff possible. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's just
completely
stuff that we
pointless.
talk about. It's stuff that, but it's like stuff that me and Big Daddy and other co-hosts sometimes argue, like when we're in the bars. Just always. I don't know. It's just what it is.
Tells you what a mainstay it is in our lives.
Yeah, yeah. Women love us. So Jay, since we're
So they're
taking
telephone
over,
calls.
you got to give me a number 1 to 8.
Damn. 1
Can you
to
count?
8.
Yeah,
Count
3.
to 8.
we can lower it if that one's the.
3.
3. 1, 2, 3. What the fuck? Okay. So most of these we're playing Answer the Internet if people want to know. This is where these questions come from. Would you rather have the ability to drink with no hangover, be able to pull
Yes.
any
Yes.
girl at the bar, or become best friends with Joe Pesci?
What was the middle after?
Be able to pull any girl at the bar.
Kind of unfair. I mean, it's already.
It's already happening.
Big Daddy just like, so you get a freebie.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Like,
It's a
I
twofer.
will tell you right now, once you reach my age, A and B go together.
Jay, first of all, if you could spread out some of this wisdom and knowledge into multiple sentences so my head doesn't
I've got a
explode.
notepad right over on my desk.
I swore never again to do calculus outside of school or work. Like,
I need to know how this works.
I mean, literally, if you could wake up you could go as hard as you want the night before and wake up without a hangover, all the rest is going to be there.
Oof. Okay. I guess. So Jay's saying he's already got the girl at home. He doesn't, any girl at the bar.
I mean, the
only
either,
girl at the bar. Right.
Yeah.
So what that was just a master class in subterfuge and smoke screens for just like keeping the wife happy. That's what I mean.
Right. Yeah. That's
Once you really blow through all of the confusion, that's what we got there.
So Big Daddy, which would you pick? I think you looked you immediately went past Joe Pesci.
No, actually, that's
with Joe Pesci. Kind of could probably get you any girl at the bar.
the only issue is being best friends with Joe Pesci might only be a valuable thing for another 14 hours.
Yes.
Yikes. That's true.
So it's that'd be nice, but that's one weekend of the drinking benefit, and then I'm back to just being me.
What about Nah, this is gonna get real dark real quick. But what about the
Well,
funeral? I mean, like you get to give the speech at the funeral, right? Get to talk at the funeral.
boy, not to go full circle on us, but if ever there was a palms are sweaty, knees weak, mom spaghetti moment, it would be Joe Pesci's funeral. You've got to pull for the rest of your life one time.
That is, you have to give your best performance. The
Yeah,
best performance
I
of your
mean-
life. But like, I mean that could be worth it.
Really just kind of an all or nothing sort of thing. O-Town edition. Hello.
I mean, you'll enjoy you'll enjoy it while it lasts. And then you got that.
Which
I don't know.
for me
I'm trying
was,
to make an
again,
argument
probably
for Joe
not worth
Pesci.
it.
I'm trying to make an argument for Joe Pesci. Big
It
Daddy
feels
was
like a
yours.
weird ad, if I'm being honest.
Well, that's how bargains work. Can't have any clear-cut answers.
No, I think this argument's probably, of all of them that I've heard, there's probably no clearer answer than this one.
Oh,
See, I like that
yeah.
confidence, but I don't. I feel like I've done enough of these to not
It's
trust
clear for a guy that's married. I mean,
it. Yeah.
we are just. I mean, like,
Dude,
I would
think about it. Even at your age, like if you could go
Oh.
fucking rock
First of
star hard every night and not wake up with a hangover, dude, you could conquer the world.
First of all, already did. Wasn't that great?
I get what you're saying. I have told myself forever that I need hangovers. Like hangovers are necessary in my life because if they weren't there, I would go rock star hard every night. And like my bank account can't handle that. My body, I'm sure it would still do something to my body, maybe not. If there was like no repercussions for the body, if I could just
Now there's
I mean, I would be drunk
you-
24/7.
The hangover is your body hurting. Like if you
Right.
didn't have the hangover, then the going rock star
It'd be
hard
fine.
is not. It's like it's not hurting.
But then, like, I wouldn't be able to have a job. I wouldn't be able to have. Like,
but isn't that the point? If you don't have a hangover, you could have a job.
Yeah, it's like, man, it's 5 o'clock.
Well, no, because then I would be drinking so much. I would be drinking on the job. I mean, that's like if I never get in an
First of
hangover,
all,
there's
as a
never a point in my life where I don't have booze in my hand, ever. Right?
Are we
I
talking
mean,
about right now, or are we talking
That's called
hypothetically?
control. That's called control.
Well, yeah, it's something I don't
Which is
have.
which
That's
ironically,
age
at full
difference. I'm
circle,
still 20.
future job title.
Literally, controller. Barely know her.
had to do it again.
I don't know. Big Daddy, what's your answer? We can do one more of these if we want to answer it quickly.
I got to be honest. I was a little bit on the fence, but Jay Brew was so eloquent in his defense of no hangovers that I have to think. I've also heard that you just got a full one, which is always one of the funniest ways of describing dating to me. I could get you my address if you need it.
We need it.
There is a way where you can have no hangovers, ladies and
You
gentlemen.
gotta-
and it is
You
happy hour
gotta-
vitamins.
yes. You guys got to start promoting those guys. Game changer.
I would
Game
love.
changer for the 40-plus crowd.
Well,
That's
it'll be a
amazing.
long time before we get there, Jay. Long time.
It won't be as long as you think. Trust me.
Oh, trust me, it never is.
It will
Oh,
not be as
goodness
long
me.
as you think.
Never is. Never is.
Yeah.
I guess it's already it.
No, I'd take drinking with no hangovers.
I think I would take Joe Pesci. I think I can make the most out of that. Just kidding. I
Yeah.
would probably take no hangovers, but I want to be different.
Actually, you just talked me into Joe Pesci that quick. Because imagine tomorrow morning you wake up with a phone call from Joe Pesci wanting to hang out this weekend. Dude, the stories.
I mean, like, if you're his
Yeah, you
best
talked me into Joe
friend, too,
Pesci.
You're probably getting a cut of that like a little bit of little.
Well, if you start as his best friend, you can't tell me the Feelin Lucky pod could work their way from best friend territory to in the will territory.
We'd have him on our podcast. That'd be the best podcast ever.
Oh, once a month at least.
At least, dude.
Be the only episodes anybody listened to.
Right.
Ever.
And well, first of all, that felt unnecessary.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was our boss ever. The only one they will ever listen to.
Speaking of encouragement,
fucking
boss. Yeah, and that's how you do it. You Joe Pesci on the podcast. The podcast makes like Dogecoin, and it blows up to the moon. Now we can afford to drink Happy Wife, Happy Life pills or whatever those were that I can't remember off the top of my head. Yeah, those two. And
this guy.
Now we don't get hangovers. And as the biggest podcast on the internet, I think we've solved option
all of them.
B.
I think so.
So I'm going to go with Joe Pesci, final answer.
Joe Pesci, final answer. There we go. It's already 8 o'clock. Probably not.
Yeah. We're there.
We made it, boys.
That was
no digs to anybody else, but this is the fastest hour of my life.
I was gonna say that felt like the fastest 3 minutes in sports breakdown they do on.
Yeah.
That felt like that fast.
Like every time I am intimate.
What's
with a
even
woman,
going to be faster?
That fast.
What's going to be even faster, Big Daddy, is when you give us kind of the breakdown of where you're at and getting the Mustang back on the road. And what do we have to look forward to? From
Let's end on a positive note, why don't we? So I actually, on my drive home today, got off the phone with a body shop.
Wait a minute. On your drive home, what are you driving?
The rental car.
Oh, shit.
So I was traveling for work. I take a rental car for that anyways, like the company pays for it. And I was driving back to Greenville, and I was on the phone with the auto body guy.
So tomorrow you're walking?
Or pogo stick. Haven't decided.
This is where the $20 is $20.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah, Big Daddy, what do we have to look forward to from the Feelin Lucky crew on your side?
Oof.
Big Daddy hasn't been a part of this. Big Daddy hasn't.
No, he doesn't know how we end.
Yeah,
we're being honest.
Yeah, let's go back to Lucky. Lucky parting shots, and what do we have to look forward to, and then we'll go to Big Daddy.
Oh, perfect.
Parting shots is, I want to do more Feelin Lucky takeovers of this show. I mean, granted, I don't think our viewers are the lowest that they've ever been, which is probably just due to the fact that Hoppy Mommy isn't on.
That feels like a definite downgrade to go from her to me. I got to be honest. I'll take a parting shot at myself.
Hey,
no.
And Big Daddy, I'll agree. It definitely is.
First of all, Jay, don't ever change.
Honestly, though, Big Daddy, I think your tits are bigger. I don't know.
Well, we've all got our qualities.
Oh man, I didn't mean.
How do you think I've been getting by just on 5 for so long? That's how you found the missing 15.
So, what you have to look forward to is fucking this, I guess. I don't know. This episode is a pretty good representation of how Feelin Lucky goes. It's just me and Big Daddy and sometimes some other people, depending on who is or is not. Yeah.
Well,
but yeah, we just hang out. We have a lot of fun. This week's episode was the longest that we've ever done, but boy, it was fucking funny. It was very, very funny episode. It was called Kitty on a Titty. You'll figure it out, I guess, if you listen to
that's not like an aberration either. They're all that immature.
No. This is not a one. That's not a one-off. It's all very.
That's
much
not a peak or a valley.
Nope. Nope. But yeah, we have a lot of fun. So come and hang out and join us. And there might be some very exciting news with Feeling Lucky soon. Very soon. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Don't want to get too far ahead, but Big Daddy.
So tell me again, how does this go? Parting shot.
Parting shots, yes.
My parting shot. I would like to just point out that maybe never is a bit broad. Few times, if ever, in my life have I felt more uplifted in a matter of 45 minutes to an hour than I have this hour. So thank you for just ensuring that each and every hope and dream that I've ever had is just had a little salt sprinkled all over it. That's been really good for me. So
Love it.
that was fun. No, but this was fun. This was super fast. It feels like we just started. So it was fun being on. Thanks for having me. Thanks for letting us take over. Hopefully the masses appreciated it as much as we did. And then what's the other thing that I have to do? Parting shot and what?
What do we have to look forward to?
What do we have to look forward to? From my end, we have to look forward to. Maybe this is calling our own shot a little bit too much, but we're gonna have a best of episode coming out. So
we might have two actually,
and there's a decent chance, the most decent thing we've ever done, that we have two best of episodes coming out at the end of the year. So if you want to get a sampling of kind of mostly just the peaks of the Feelin Lucky pod, catch a best of episode and and then whatever it is you're supposed to do to support us. Like, comment, subscribe, buy an advent calendar, throw Jay $20. $20 is $20.
Hey, I will tell you, they are the only group that spends the time to do the best of episode, and I have no idea, honestly, how they do it. Because just getting out the regular episodes for you two or three people that are going to listen to this one, it is hours of endless. Even on Sundays when we're not here live, you ask Lucky, the chat is like, where the fuck is my episode? How come it's not uploaded? Jay, what the fuck are you doing? It is endless. So I don't know how those guys put out a best of episode. My hat's off to them. The best piece of advice, don't give into any sober content. That is
not make any rash decisions.
Yeah. That is not
or decisions that might result in rashes.
Yeah. But I will tell you, the best time that I've had in a long time was the weekend with Big Daddy and Feelin Lucky. So, that was that
and
weekend stretch.
You get that every week when you listen to our podcast.
Yeah,
truly,
man.
like it's the best thing. It's the funnest thing that I do. I don't know.
That's
for Big Daddy,
it
is like truly the funnest thing that I have going right now, and it's
both of us.
Awesome. I love listening back to it too. Like genuinely, like I don't know. It's just a lot.
It's a good time. And I will tell you guys, this summer we'll have something that goes on in Virginia Beach with those two, and maybe the third wheel will show up on their end. And
well, if there's a third, there's going to be a fourth based on how most things go.
Shit. Never mind. Maybe the three will be back for a reunion tour then. So, hey, appreciate you guys tuning in. Go check out Mobcraft, what they're doing with the advent calendar. No shit. Like, it is 9 beers deep, and I don't think I could have ordered 9 beers from anywhere else and been like, man, these are all solid beers. Like, it was $60 for 24 beers. We're 9 beers in, and they are all solid beers. I'm not
Haven't
saying
missed.
have not missed. I'm not saying that every style has been my style, and I definitely comment that in the group chat that we're in. But man, 9 great beers for what they are. You can't miss that. So I think they're sold out this year. You're not going to be able to find them this year. Next year, make sure you put it on your calendar. Beginning in November, you've got to start looking for Mob Craft Beers Advent Calendar. Those guys have knocked it out of the park. Great stuff coming up. Hey, another thing we got coming up is the Secret Santa for Hops News. I don't think Lucky's a part of it. Big Daddy, did you get in on that?
So sad.
I
No, Big Daddy
no.
doesn't get these invites.
No.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. I'm one of those
I'm
like
gonna be out of town.
I'm one of those side hoes you don't really admit to, you know?
Right? No,
Yeah.
can't attach them too closely. Like you know,
I
you gotta keep them at a
I'm
distance.
$20 when $20 isn't $20.
Right.
I can relate. I can relate.
No, I am
One
very.
day you'll move into the main lane.
Yeah.
Well,
As
yeah.
long as we can
So-
take one of the others
like
out,
it.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
Totally
it's
kidding.
So then,
It's like this is the one you got to send a card to.
Yeah. No, I'll say I'll say that I am like so disappointed that I'm not going to be able to be there. Last year's Secret Santa was so much fun. Like seriously, so much fun. We got so shitty. But I'm gonna be out of town. I'm gonna be out of town. It's next Saturday, and I leave next Thursday. So very sad. Hey, I've got a cheers or a toast to send us off to if you guys want it to end the show.
Let's do it. So yeah, check us out real quick. Check us out next Saturday. We're gonna be. Is it next Saturday? Yeah, we'll be live on the 18th.
It's next Saturday.
Is our
Yep.
Secret Santa Day. We'll all open the packages, drink beer. I will tell you right now, before the end of those 2.5 hours, everybody's going to be shitty. So it'll be a great episode,
Always
but a
are.
time that we have to celebrate. And check us out then. Let's go to Lucky with the toast.
The toast. Just because we were talking about babies and we were talking about all that. To the storks that bring good babies, to the crows that bring bad babies, and to the swallows that bring no babies at all. Cheers. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Cheers.
that's my favorite bird.
We were talking about babies at one point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely were.